So in order to get this bracket out that was bolted to the front of the engine up there, you got to take these 4 bolts out, and then there's a screw here and here that you have to take out as well that hold on the wiring harness that wraps around the front up there. So now just 3 10mm bolts and you'll get this coolant pump friction gear out from up there. 3 10mm bolts that you got to take out. I accessed one from up here and the other 2 I got from down here in the fender well. I was able to get them with a 10mm wrench. But that's another part down. Well, this is one of the main reasons I'm doing all this right here, is because this water pump pulley right there, watch, it just shakes around in there. The bearings or seals, it's all completely gone. You're just leaking all of this antifreeze all over the ground. Well, let's get in there. Get right up in there. There's our water pump. Trash. Now it's time to install the new one. Alright, so I took this Brillo pad and sprayed some brake cleaner on it, and I've been scrubbing away at it for about 15 minutes now, but all around there where my seal will sit for my water pump, I cleaned all the old crap off of it. And for the new water pump, this seal here, before I put it inside of here, I put a very thin layer of grease all the way on it, all around it. It's because you don't want to install a seal dry. It's never good. We got our new water pump installed. It's time to take this pulley we took off earlier and our 3 10mm nuts and reinstall them back onto our new water pump. Alright, now we've installed these tools that lock the cams into position, and there's a nut on the back of here that you can adjust slightly. I mean, don't turn it a lot, just enough to get these tools to line up good and bolt together here. But picked it up on eBay for 25 bucks and seems to do the job. So now that we got that tool there in place that locks the crankshaft, or locks the flywheel in place, that locks the crankshaft in place, and we got our tool up here that's got the cams locked in place, and we got our tool that we made. You're supposed to have a special one, but we just made ours, fabricated ourselves. Should work though. So it's gonna hold this, I guess, seal in place while we take this bolt here out, and then we should be able to loosen these and pull it up out the top after we take the tensioner off. So let's get to it.
All right, bro. You can put the extension on there if you want, but let's do this.
Was able to hold it still with our tool there. Got the crankshaft bolt out. It was an 18mm. Now that we got the crankshaft bolt off, I was able just to slide this middle pin just straight out of there. And there's our gear, and there's our timing chain. Alright, now we have whipped off the sprocket for our exhaust side camshaft. And next we're gonna take this tensioner here off. Yep. Now we have to take 3 T45 bolts out. There's another one located up here at the top of the engine. In order to get our plastic guide bolts, one there, and then there's 2 way deep down in there. One there, one there. But after we take those out, we'll be able to take this chain and the plastic guides and pull it all out the top, including with that sprocket down there will come up with it. So I was able to take out those 2 guide bolts with the impact pretty easy. And that one that I showed you located up there, well, right through that hole, it's a lot easier to get to. So just making life easier. Come through the wheel well housing. And that's the top one. Pull the dipstick out. That's it. Alright, so there's these tabs in here. Might be a little hard to see, but we got to get this supposedly over here. It'll drop in. Make sure both sides are all the way in, or otherwise you will have failure. That's it. Goes just like that. Equal on both sides. Doesn't matter which way you put it on. Then, oh, I need more hands. There we go. You want to make sure that you put it in the right way, not this way. Remember our bolt that we took out in the front up here? And it goes right through that hole there. And this all drops straight back down into place. Crankshaft gear goes on here quite nicely. You got a nice fit.